Welcome to Taking Care of Business. I'm Lori Higgins, the president of the Metro North Chamber of Commerce. Taking Care of Business is one way in which we highlight the great businesses and organizations up in the North Metro area. Very excited to be here today at the Four Seasons Curling Club, where we're going to learn more about this very unique facility.
It's the only year-round curling club in the United States. It's one of 3 here in the Twin Cities. Being year-round means that it's unique, right? So I like to think of ourselves as a learning center for curling. So we have leagues every night, but we also have a ton of corporate events, and we have Learn to Curl events, which are very important. It's kind of our vision to be able to expose the sport of curling to lots and lots of people.
We should probably talk about curling, though, for those who don't know. Can you explain what curling is?
Curling is a sport played on ice. It started in Scotland in the 16th century.
So it's been around.
Yes, it's been around quite a while, and it has a lot of connections to golf from an etiquette and fair play standpoint, so it's not surprising that it's a Scottish sport. It's played by teams of 4, and in curling, you slide a 42-pound piece of granite down a 150-foot sheet of ice to a target at the far end. I like to compare it to bocce ball, actually. Sure. Yeah. It's like bocce ball on ice, and you play in teams. And after all the stones are thrown, you see who's closest to the center, and that's how you calculate points, and you play innings or ends, is what we call them in curling. And in the league game, you play 8 ends. It's about 2 hours long. Sweeping, it's actually one of the most common questions about curling. You actually have a couple of players that are running along with the stone with essentially what we call a push broom. Looks like a push broom you might have in your house. And they're sweeping in front of the stone. That actually warms the ice up slightly and allows the stone to travel further.
There you go.
And then the 4th person on the team is called the skip, or the captain. They kind of direct the strategy, they tell you where to throw the rocks and how to throw the rocks, and you alternate with the other team. So it's a very social sport. Very common to come off the ice after a match and enjoy a beverage and talk about the match with your opponent. And that's another unique feature of curling.
So actually, talking about that, if I recall when I was down in the rink before, you have cup holders down there for beverages. So you can enjoy a beverage on ice too, which is my kind of sport. When you can be down there and curling and have a waitress come down and take care of you. It is very social, like you said.
Very social, very social.
You really do have all demographics who can enjoy this, from kids to senior citizens, correct?
Yeah, I started the game when I was 6 years old, and I played against people in their 80s, and that's the longevity of being able to play curling for your entire life. I mean, it's a really nice thing, and it adds to that social nature. I mean, how many sports can you play against a junior team one night and then a senior team the next night, or an Olympian? That mix is really, really great in curling. There's always something going on.
Right, I guess so. And we should probably circle back and talk a little bit about Gabes and your relationship with them, because we're actually sitting in Gabes right now, and I don't think of one without the other. To me, it's Gabes and the curling rink together. Can you talk about that relationship a little bit?
Well, again, that's pretty unique to our facility here. Most curling clubs have a kitchen, maybe a restaurant style something, but it's more exclusive to the club members. And this is actually a public destination. Gabes Rinkside Bar and Grill, and it's been a great relationship. The food here is great.
It is, I can attest to that too.
And the Gabes name is well known in the Twin Cities, of course, and so it's just been an awesome relationship.
And it goes back to being a social sport, so you can enjoy your company before and after the game, and even those of us who aren't curling can sit and almost have dinner and a show and watch some curling going on.
I think about it, it's been more of an oddity in the past, and now I think curling is really a curiosity. People are really curious about what's going on out there.
So if the general public want to try to curl, is there a way for them to do so?
Yeah, they can go out to fourseasonscurlingclub.com and look for the Learn to Curl page on our website, and there'll be a list of dates out there where you can sign up. It's a very inexpensive event to come and try and learn how to curl, and maybe even join a league and end up enjoying the sport.
Wonderful. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that you have some very exciting news that was just released. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I can. As part of our relationship with USA Curling, we've had a lot of Olympians and national caliber players come and practice here because we are year-round. And it was my vision initially that eventually we would be the training center for curling. Well, that came sooner than I thought it would. We actually just signed an agreement with USA Curling for the next 4 years to be the national training center for USA Curling.
Wonderful, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been really exciting to see this place just get the fantastic reception it has since it opened, both from the locals who come, from nationally. The recognition that you're getting is a testament to, I think, this facility.
Well, and I think it's also a testament to, Blaine, Spring Lake Park, the North Metro area. The community's really welcomed us. The businesses have been utilizing our facility for corporate events like nonstop. It's a unique opportunity for them, and it's just been a great start for us.
Wonderful. And you are located by Fogarty Arena, by Aquator Park, by the Marianne Senior Center, where the old City Hall used to be for those of us who have been here for a while. So there's some great landmarks right around for people to find you. And you mentioned your website earlier, but maybe once again?
FourSeasonsCurlingClub.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, John, for letting us know more about the Curling Club and for being a part of our community.
Thanks, Laura.
Zach, you're welcome.